Facing a struggling opponent with nothing to lose in Brown, and with its two biggest rivals approaching on the schedule, Yale made sure quickly there would be no letdown and that its coach, Tony Reno, would sleep well Friday night. The Bulldogs used their speed on both sides of the ball to sprint past Brown for a 34-7 victory in just the second game played under the lights in the 103-year history of the Yale Bowl. Yale, which has won 4 straight since a stunning 1-point loss at Dartmouth, improved to 7-1, 4-1 in the Ivy League. Columbia and Cornell are each 3-1 in the league. Dartmouth, Princeton and Harvard are all 2-2. Columbia has games with Harvard, Cornell and Brown remaining. Cornell faces Dartmouth, Columbia, and Penn. Now Yale prepares to face its two fiercest rivals, at Princeton November 11 and hosting Harvard November 18, still controlling its own destiny for a 15th Ivy League crown. Freshman running back Zane Dudek, who entered the game second in the FCS with 8.4 yards per carry, rushed for 165 yards on 13 carries, an average of 12.7 per carry. He scored 3 touchdowns to increase his Yale rookie record to 12 this season, including 11 rushing. Dudek had 129 yards rushing in the first half alone. Sophomore quarterback Kurt Rawlings completed 17 of 25 passes for 294 yards, including 2 touchdowns. Freshman Patrick Conte from Fairfield Prep replaced Rawlings with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Yale's defense, led by senior strong safety Jason Alessi, senior free safety Hayden Carlson and senior Matthew Oplinger, was impressive once again, holding the Bears to just 235 total yards, including just 91 yards rushing. The Bears were held to 11 first downs, 2 of which came thanks to Yale penalties. Yale's offense generated 563 yards of offense, 260 rushing. It didn't take the Bulldogs long to strike against Brown, 2-6, 0-5, which always seems to give the Bulldogs fits, winning 14 of the previous 21 meetings in the series. On Yale's second play from scrimmage, Dudek busted through the line, shifted left and broke free down the sideline 68 yards to give Yale a 6-0 lead with 11:41 left in the first quarter. Yale's 2-point conversion pass failed. Rawlings then found sophomore wide receiver J.P. Shofi 5 yards deep on left sideline of the end zone with 6:52 left in the first. An Alex Galland extra point put Yale up 13-0. The Bulldogs took a 20-0 lead with 3:44 left in the first quarter when Dudek scored on a 36-yard run down the right sideline. Dudek cut right, and by the time he reached the 34-yard line had a clear path to the end zone. Dudek had 111 yards on his first 4 carries in the first quarter. When Brown finally held Yale and forced the Bulldogs to punt with 10:01 left in the second quarter, Galland pinged the Bears at their own 1-yard line. He later punted to the Brown 3-yard line. Rawlings later hit Shofi on a quick 3-yard route that turned into an 83-yard sprint for a touchdown down the left sideline with 6:43 left. It was Shofi's 3rd touchdown of the season and the 5th longest play in Yale's 145-year history. Yale led 27-0. Brown senior quarterback T.J. Linta, a former Hampton Hall standout from Brantford, was harassed by the Yale defense throughout the night, completing 12 of 39 pass attempts for 144 yards with a TD with less than 2 minutes to play. He was intercepted twice. Yale is 4-0 at the Bowl this season, outscoring opponents 138-37 and allowing just 13 points at the Bowl in its last 3 games. Brown scored with 1:43 left on a 4th and goal play from the 4 when Linta found L.J. Harriott in the right corner of the end zone. Had Yale held Brown, it would have marked the first time the Bulldogs had 2 shutouts at the Bowl since 1980. Bulldog bites. Yale starting right tackle John Besney was injured with just less than 10 minutes left in the first quarter. The senior returned to the sidelines on crutches with what appeared to be a left knee injury. The win is recognized as Yale's 900th by the NCAA. Yale and the Ivy League recognized a forfeit win over Penn in 1997. Thus, Yale will not know about another night game until this summer, when the Ivy League's television package is set with NBCSN.